So thank everyone very, very much for being here. We had a wonderful, there were some people here that were a part of the class today. We had a mini class. It's free and it'll be posted on the website and YouTube when Lynn gets her computer stuff situation settled out. And Lynn won't be able to go to that topic for a moment. Lynn won't be able to post anything today because of her internet connection. It's so squirrely. And but everything's going to be listed on the website, and we have a workshop coming up when is it? I believe it's November 30th. Initiate your intuition. It's incredible. It's going to be, and I'm going to get her. That's listed on the website, but I'm going to be getting her more information to post within a day or two, and she'll be posting it. That's November 30th, and I highly recommend it. It's a 4-day workshop, an hour and a half a day. It's a paid-for workshop, and it will literally take you through the intuitive process and how to tap into it within yourselves. It's dynamic, just like all the courses. It'll be a little esoteric, but it will make sense to you and it will help you. And even if you can't watch it, it'll still, if you get the course, you'll be able to go back to it as often as you want. It'll be on a private YouTube channel, as all the courses are. So whoever signs up for them, even if you sign up a month later or whenever, it'll be available to you forever, however long YouTube lasts. And let's see, the class today was just incredible, I thought. Really enjoyable.
The mini one?
Yes, the mini one. And that'll be posted eventually within the next couple of days on YouTube, and maybe also on the Spiritual Healing with Mark Ehrlich's Facebook page. So do take advantage of that as well. It was really good. Well, not to influence you, but Patty, what did you think of that? Patty. Hey, Patty. Oh, she's frozen.
Like she's frozen.
Yes, unless she just is like that. No, she's not. All righty. And so I want to express that also every Wednesday we do have the gathering. So please do take advantage of that. It's free and open to the public, just like the healing circles are every other week. But the gathering is every week. And with the gathering, I do a lot of talking like I am now. And I'll answer questions. If you send me questions, I will gladly, try to answer them if they're pertaining to healing and or spirituality of some form. And so, and then I also work with a couple people in the gathering as well.
When are those held, Mark?
Every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Colorado time, which would be this. We're on the same time zone now, Lindsay. You're in Chicago, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes. So I believe it's the same time. Right now it's 6:40 here, so it should be 6:40 there.
No, we're 7:42.
All right, so you're an hour ahead still. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even realize this.
Yeah.
All right, I thought the time change influenced y'all. So there's an hour difference. Okay. So tune in. We're an hour earlier than you. So tune into that then. Hey, Patty.
Hey, I'm having a lot of trouble with the connection.
Don't even worry about it. I thought you were just sitting there very stoically.
No, I can hardly hear your words and it breaks up constantly. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right.
Yeah, it's bad connection here.
All right. And
Turn off your video. You
Is
might get
anyone else
better.
in Chicago? Because we just had a big storm, like
well,
violent.
yeah, maybe that's affecting it. So let me see here. I want to get about the appointments. If anyone's interested in appointments with me, what I'm doing here in the healing circle are what everyone has always, for many, many years, referred to as quickie healings. And they may last you for 5 minutes or for the rest of your life. I don't know. And but when working in the appointment, do take advantage of that. It's a lot more in depth, and they're awesome, I think. Sometimes I don't guarantee this by any means because I'm not a prophet by any means. Sometimes I'll see things and I'll express it to you as I see it. But when I express it, I'll talk about it in conversation. And it's because of the things that I'm seeing, and I'll lead you into something most likely, if that should happen. And sometimes I'm even able to see causes of things, but I am not a prophet. Please, so please understand that. And I don't want to play that game. I let prophets be prophets and psychics be psychics, and I do what I do. And if something should come up, great. Other than that, so do take advantage of the appointments. And the other thing I want to talk about, for all the free things that I'm offering, if it's within your heart, please do give a donation. I don't call it donation because I'm not a 501c3, legit. So I call it, contributing to, whatever. It's on the website, on the front page. And if you want to do that, great. I call it gifting, and one other term as well. And
Like a love offering?
yeah, something like that. Yeah. And it goes not only for me, but it goes to, I love to give to people. And so it definitely helps people that I see on the streets. And I just love doing that. And it also helps people who really need appointments who don't have anything. It's not only the ability to give, but it's the ability to give to someone else and yourself when you do give. So please do keep that in mind. The godliness, the divinity, it responds accordingly. So as free as you are within your heart, the godliness, it just unconditionally gives. It triggers it. So please do keep that in mind. This guy Roy, whenever his business is going down, he literally every single time, as broke as he is sometimes, he gives $100 to someone who really needs it, and his business just flourishes for months. And he can spot those people, and that's just the way he is. It's nature, and he loves that, and he knows it, and he does it purposefully. It's almost like in my order, we used to call it grace monger, as someone who used to do good things for people purposefully just to get the grace. And and it doesn't work like that, but in any case, he gives things out of his heart, and and he gets back. So please do keep that in mind for all the free things. Just go to the website, even if it's you don't even take a class and you want to give something great, that's fine. In any case, we have again the circle on November 24th at this time. On a Tuesday, and every Wednesday is a gathering. And Lynn can't put any information up, as I mentioned, so she will have it all up on the website, markehrlich.com. All right. Please, I'd love to work with some people here. Marie, talk to me. Tell me how you're doing, hon.
Oh, hi. So good to be here. I've so missed these gatherings, and I've just had another commitment at the same time, and it was canceled for this evening. So I'm delighted to be here. I guess I would ask for some healing. I just feel like my sleep has been off. I don't know if it's been because of stress. I've had to work on call a bit. So I just feel like my sleep cycle is off.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Are you, before you go to bed, do you watch TV?
I try not to. Sometimes I do, but I try not to.
Yeah, when you do watch TV, that's electrifying the neurons in your brain. That's what happens. And it stimulates. It's almost like having a caffeine fix and doing the caffeine, say a couple hours before you're supposed to go to sleep, or having the tea with the heavy caffeine in it. It stimulates the neuronal activity in your brain. So that's what the TV does. And then the brain doesn't know what to do with that. So if you can avoid the TV at those times. And another thing that I do when I can't go to sleep, there's a couple things. One, if I can't go to sleep and I'm laying there and there's no interruptions anywhere around, even when I can't get comfortable, when I can't get comfortable, I know that I'm extra tired. And so, and I usually go to sleep around 2 or 3 in the morning, or sometimes 4 in the morning. So what I'll do is when I'm there, I'm just so hyped up in my head, I'll actually call upon the angels to help me to go to sleep. And they do. And within usually 5 minutes or less, or a little bit more, I don't even know when I went to sleep, and I'm out, and I'll get a restful sleep when I call on the angels. And it just happens. And so that's one good thing to do. And the other thing I was going to mention, sometimes what I'll do, if I don't do that, is I'll just lay there, not for the purpose of going to sleep, but for the purpose of just resting. And what happens if I don't have sleep in my mind, I just want to rest my body and my brain. I keep telling myself to rest, just rest. Don't bother or want to go to sleep, just rest. And that happens quite often. And I don't have to sleep, but I'll find that if I rest there for 2 or 3 or 4 hours, then all of a sudden I'll know when it's ready inside of me, when I've had enough rest. And then all of a sudden I'll get up and I'm good for another 24 hours. And that's just the way it is. The mind's clear, everything. And so I'll use that as a tool, any of those things, whatever, my agenda is, what I have to go through. But in the meantime, why don't I ask a blessing on you, if you don't mind?
Please, I'd be so grateful.
I just perceived it was like a peace coming upon you.
That's what I felt. That's what I felt. It was
Awesome.
beautiful.
Awesome. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you, Marie.
Thank you so much.
All right. And Patty, my dear friend Patty, is there anything, hon, that I can work with? Any one thing? I'll work with the physiological and biological, neurological. I won't work with anything emotional during these things. And because it's no one else's concern. And I don't want to, like with me, I don't want to give my trash to everyone in the world. So, Patty, is there anything? Are you there? Or does she, her internet took her off. Okay, she'll come back. Sushien, hey, how you doing?
How about my right lower back? The right side.
Okay, and have I worked with that before?
No.
Okay, all righty. What about those other areas of your body that I have worked with in the past?
They're actually doing really good.
Excellent, love it.
Yeah.
Love it. All righty. And how's Andrew doing first?
Terrible. Still
Oh,
3 Fs, totally unmotivated, just wants to watch video all the time. I don't know.
He belongs to God, though. You know, we can love them. Our place is to love them,
Yeah,
to raise them, to feed them, to clothe them,
Yeah.
to house them, but they belong to God.
I know. He's still, I mean, I know I mean, I love him and he's my son and I know he's a good person. I'm just worried.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
there's concern there, but understand that he belongs to God, and you know,
Right,
he has his path.
right.
He has his path, and you can't be too hard on him, even though you can be strict, but make it short strict. All right, let me
Well,
work.
I mean, the rule is if he gets his C, he gets his phone back and he has 3 Fs. So I don't know.
All right, well,
I think
all right.
video games rots kids' brains.
Yeah.
I have a tendency to understand that. Yes.
Yeah,
All right, no judgment on my part.
yeah.
But let me work with your. You said your right hip,
No, my
Lower
right,
back?
yeah, lower
Lower
back area.
lower back. All right. And a perception that I just got was that the musculature that extends from your spine into the muscles around it, an inch or two around each side, especially your right side, are weakened. I don't know if you're doing anything for those.
Oh, that's okay.
All right.
I am recovering for surgery, so I should hit the gym, I guess.
Very
Yeah.
mildly, though,
Uh-huh.
not horribly dramatic.
Okay,
Do it mild and gently build up. Gently.
okay. Yeah,
All right, so let me work with that a little bit. You may sense something happening or a sense of my hands there. There, I just felt it was like an expanse inside.
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
uh-huh.
So let's see what that develops into. And
Okay.
please remember, these are just quickie healings.
Right.
And, all right, hon. And let me see here. Patty hasn't come back yet. Jesse, my dear, talk to me. Tell me one thing that's bugging you in your body.
My left foot.
What's wrong with it?
You know, I'm not sure if it's because I've been doing yoga or because I sometimes sit on it or I'm not sure, but sometimes when I'm walking, like first thing in the morning, like when I'm walking, like kind of like the top of my foot close to like where the toes start, like that area, it just feels really it just hurts and it's very tender.
Okay. All righty, hon. Just sit back and let me and try to imagine, which means to image in action, me holding your foot, your left foot, okay?
Mhm.
And you tell me with your eyes closed still, as we go on, if you sense something happening in there, and be candid. Did you actually start to sense this happening when a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
There. Now, move it around a little bit and tell me if you can notice any difference or if you stand up or something like that. If you notice any difference yet. And be candid, please. And you may or may not.
I mean, it feels good right now.
No, it feels good.
It feels great. It feels
All right.
great.
All right, good. We don't want to use right now. 'Cause
Yes,
then
it
we're
feels
leaving it
great.
over for later. All right.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. My total pleasure. And a couple weeks ago, what happened was uh, my impression, I don't want to be prophet in this or seer or whatever in that, but my impression was that you might have been walking or moving the foot in some way, then because I just see the foot, I don't see the activity around it. And sometimes what happens is we might, I don't know what's inside the foot. I know that there's bone, but I don't know if there's ligaments and tendons and all these other things in there. And nerve endings. When we walk or move our foot in spontaneously or in spontaneity, it may like dislodge one of those tendons or ligaments or vessels or something, and it moves it a millimeter or centimeter in some direction, and it kind of stays there, and then it creates a discomfort. That was my perception of what had happened. And so it just takes time to settle back in, and maybe this was the catalyst for it to do that now.
I'm sure it was.
Okay. Awesome, my dear. Awesome. All righty. And let me see here. Su Xian, how you doing?
Good.
All right. Do you notice a difference in your back? Is it the same or worse or
No, actually, it feels like more relaxed, like the spasm went away.
good?
Yeah.
Excellent. All righty. All righty. And whenever you have the thought of the spasm, before it happens, or you have a thought that it was there, watch that thought leave you like a fume,
Okay.
and it'll happen less often.
Okay.
Great. Rose, my dear, talk to me. Tell me one thing in your body that's bugging you or whatever.
Well, I have a cough that's chronic, and I don't know if that's a milk allergy or sort of a reaction to all the craziness of the world.
Yeah. Now, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure what to do about it. I mean, if it, and I'm a chocoholic, so milk chocolate.
God bless you. That's
Yes.
awesome.
So Halloween made me cough more with the milk chocolate Hershey. stuff.
Yes. And what they do in
Mhm.
candies, typical American candies, they put a lot of whey in it, WHEY, and that's a byproduct of milk. And that's it's not really, the body doesn't like that anymore.
Yeah.
In most people, not everyone, but most people. And so there's a reaction to it too. And
In chocolate.
yeah, a lot of the American chocolates, but everything except everything from America is bad for you except almond M&Ms. No, and and so
Huh. Okay.
Well,
and
milk chocolate is bad for everybody.
yes, yes.
Hmm.
And so if you can get something in dark chocolate, if you like chocolate that much, dark chocolate is really good for you.
Okay.
It does things to the body as well, I understand. Not that I know anything about food. I love Snickers and almond M&Ms. That's my life.
No.
So, any case, Rose, now it has nothing to do with the world problems or situations. Nothing to do with that.
Okay.
It's your body reacting. And so it's reacting to something there. And what I want, and if you could stay away from milk product, my impression is great,
Okay.
and,
So
if you-
that's your sense of it. It's a milk
Yes.
dairy.
Yes, yes.
Includes like cheeses too. I mean,
Uh,
olive.
yeah, a lot of the American cheeses, yes.
Okay.
And there's oftentimes a lot of the American manufacturers, what they do is they add additives and it changes things, and they add a substance called carrageenan. I'm surprised I know that. So carrageenan is a thickener that a lot of companies use, and it creates micro ulcerations within you that lead into other things. And so,
Wow.
in any case, um, and I always look at labels. That would be a good idea for you. And if it says carrageenan in any way, I don't even know how to spell it. Is to stay away from it. So
your sense is it's physiological, I mean, nutrition stuff, it's not the emotional energy in the
correct.
world.
Nothing to do with that. No, no,
Okay,
not with you.
that's
No.
really helpful. Okay.
Good, good. And so that's something to pursue in your life, to take a look at that. It's a physiological dynamic that happens, and
Okay.
there's a response from that. It's a reaction from something else happening. And so let me work with. So when you feel the cough, it's mostly between the throat and right in here. Is
Yeah.
that correct?
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to carrageenan. Lynn wrote, "Oh, it's a substance extracted from red and purple seaweeds." Yes, and carrageenan. That's the people of Southeast Asia and those areas around there. They need it in their diet. We don't. We don't. We're not. Our where we're from, our electromagnetic force that we're born into, it doesn't warrant it in our lives, and so the body's going to react to it, and so it's not good for us. With the Asian lineage, it's good for them. Yes. And it is oh, how interesting. It's in both yellow and white cheeses. Someone wrote, Jesse wrote. How interesting. How interesting. Good. All right. There we go. We're right on. All right. So that's an instigation for your body to react, is to act in a different way than what it was born to. And we're reacting to a lot of foods. I know nothing nutritionally. I just know almond M&Ms, and so and coffee. And so, I mean, that's my life, and that's why I live to be like I am. So, all right. And I work on Cindy and I. Yvette, hi. How are you? Welcome. Good to see you all here. Thanks for being here. Yes, I don't know if it is in both. I was asking the question. I don't know. I don't know, but it is a thickener in a lot of foods that they produce. That's all I don't know from inside. All right, so let me work with that, and I'm going to work between here and here, and see if we can.
That's it.
Somewhere. All right, and Christina's here. Yay! Hey, Christina's here. Yeah, love it. All right. So,
Hi, Mark.
hi, how are you, hon?
Good. How are you?
Well, thank you. One second here. Let me work with this young lady, Rose. If you start to perceive the heat going through, let me know. Okay, Rose?
Okay. I do feel a warmth.
That's the love of God moving through.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. And over the next couple of days, later, if you want to, a session, fuller session with that, let me know. But over the next couple of days, you may notice a change, which would be fantastic in your body there.
Yes. Anything else I should do besides avoiding the milk?
No, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Lynn put to everyone HTTPS wellness something. I couldn't see the rest of it. It was I don't know if anyone else can see that.
Wellness Mama.
Okay, I don't even get to see the chat for some reason. Where all those things are happening. Let me see if I can expand this. Nope. Still doesn't. Oh, here's a chat. Yay! I got the chat. Finally, I wasn't able to get it today in the class. All righty. So, oh my God, there's a lot of people who wrote stuff. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, Christina, talk to me. Anything in particular for you or Steve or the youngin, Sophie?
Yeah, actually, probably all three of us today. For me, my neck, I woke up the other morning and I stretched a little too far and now I'm like stuck. Yeah.
Yeah, the muscles were in that stretch. The muscles spasmed. It's almost like they froze. And so we're going to see if we can talk to them. And what I got is that there is a release, and what's going to happen now? You're going to now that you had the shock trauma of that event, now it knows it can let go, and now you're going to start feeling the effect of it letting go over the next, say, 24 hours or less, and because after we get a shock trauma, after someone hits us or something like that, that's a shock trauma, or someone gives you a knuckle sandwich, that's a shock trauma. And then even if we turn the wrong way, but then what happens, the bruise forms, and then it starts to dissipate. And that's what's happening now. That's what's happening now.
Perfect. Yes.
Yes.
I know. It's like some mornings or sometimes, you just get like your body just doesn't want to cooperate sometimes.
I hear you.
Older.
Believe me, been there, done that. Been there, done that. And or it wants to cooperate according to the consciousness of on its time.
Yes.
In its time, the way it wants to. Ruth, talk to me, my dear.
Mark, I was in a really minor car accident 2 weeks ago. I was stopped at a red light and I got rear-ended. So, the whole head bouncing back on the headrest. Everything felt fine. I mean, but it's still a little weird.
Okay. All righty, hon. It sounds very similar to what happens with Christina. So I'm going to, a little more dramatic though. So I'm going to ask a blessing on you and watch.
And do you fix cars too?
That'd be great.
Wouldn't it be?
Boy, would I be in business. All right. Though there have been times that miracles have happened in my life, so with cars.
Hmm.
See, it's similar to Christina in the sense that with the shock that happened, the traumatic shock, it like froze in your body, it's stored in your body. So what I'm doing is talking to it and telling it to take a hike basically and to come back. It has nothing to be afraid of anymore and to come back to its normalcy.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it's a mind. And I'm watching little pieces of it, almost like little people saying, okay. So it'll be more like coming back into normalcy in my perception. So
I could feel heat and energy in my lower back and working its way up to my neck.
awesome, awesome. Lovely.
Thank you.
Blessings to you. Yeah. Watch what happens as you wake up tomorrow. It'll be a little bit different now in my perception. So,
Thank you.
all right, great.
I
And
have a question.
yes, please.
When you say you get, like impressions of certain areas or certain feelings about it, can you just pick a body part, or do we have to like pick a body part?
I prefer if a person just gets right to the point and tells me,
Mhm.
and then I'll go to that. Or right before they say it, I'll perceive of it. Either way, I don't know. It's just something that happens. And I'll teach this during the workshop if anyone goes to it,
Oh,
pretty much. So in the intuitive workshop, I believe that's on the 30th, something like that. Yeah. It's the 4-day workshop. So, all right, Lindsay, talk to me. Tell me one thing, hon. Tell me how you're doing.
one thing. So that means you can't pick it. Any body part you want.
If I should see something, I don't know, Although other times, if I don't see anything, it's just my place to work, and sometimes I'll ask, okay, what is the cause of this? What's the situation, or what's it like, or what's happening? And the old man or woman upstairs says, none of your business, just work. And I say, hey, you're bigger than me, boss. And I just
Okay.
work, I can't fight it.
So I'll pick something. My kidneys. But it's not painful, but they're like going into kidney failure.
Do you drink a lot of water, hon?
I mean, I try to.
All right. What I recommend is to drink a lot of water, and and sure, you're going to go to the bathroom a lot or whatever. But another thing with drinking the water, as you do, turn it into a religion and thinking that the water is assimilating in you, and watch it replace whatever the opposite is that you've been told is happening.
So you
And
mean like it's purifying me?
well, not only is it purifying you, but watch it process through the kidneys. And and don't think about it too much, but because that will be disruptive towards what we're trying to reach here.
Mhm.
Just watch it process and function fully in your kidneys as you were born, and not going into the destructive mindset of what kidney failure is.
Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, that's,
Right. You
Yeah.
just have that the kidney failure, and that's the fear, and that's what's
well, it was from blood
living.
tests.
I'm sorry.
It was, they took blood tests and they told me, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know the process.
All right. So watch the water as you're doing that, expanding in its function in you, and your kidneys working beautifully, and the processing of the elements of the foods, or whatever goes to the kidneys. I don't know. I just keep watching that process. And what I did in my perception was to help the kidneys to remember that. So, but it takes you to fulfill that because it's your body.
Mhm.
And so watch that religiously inside of you, the water as you're drinking it, your kidneys functioning, and enjoying the water and the life.
Okay, because then maybe that ties into, I've had a permanent infection, bladder infection, so maybe it's backing up or something. But I'll do
Sure.
that. I drink purified water.
I would drink spring water.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, purified water has no life to it,
okay. Okay,
and you can get it at any grocery store.
yeah. Yeah,
I get Arrowhead.
oh, that must be a Western,
Maybe, but they have it all over. Just look for spring
Yeah,
water,
spring
100% mountain spring water. That's
oh,
what the containers will say. Okay?
yeah, I will. I do drinks.
Purified water is like drinking distilled water. There's no life to it.
Okay, okay. Is
All
there
right.
anybody cooking in the background, or
I'm sorry?
do people hear that? There's somebody,
Yeah, I sent a message via
Yeah.
chat. If you're not talking to Mark directly, if you could please put yourself on mute because
on mute. Yeah,
little
there's somebody
disturbing.
Yeah,
talking
that's
very
a-
loudly, and I think they're in a kitchen cooking.
All right. All right. Let me see here. Who didn't? The Apprentice. Let's see if she wrote anything here. Well, here's Yvette. Hi, Mark and Cindy. I am here. Yeah, I know. Yvette, is there anything you would like me to work with? Please. Please,
Yes,
Yvette.
So yes, I've been getting severe rashes that were, and then if I was upset, I've had health challenges where I thought I had COVID, and then they thought I had lupus, and then they said, no, it's eczema, and it was like the size of a plate on my chest and thymus, so I thought maybe I had Hashimoto, just trying to self-diagnose as you're waiting for results from the doctor, and don't know if it's pancreas, liver, gallbladder that challenge right now that's creating.
All right. Yvette, tell me something. How long have you had the rash for?
That's been since April.
Okay. And let me see here, since April. And did you ever talk to me about that before?
No, this was new.
Okay. All righty. Now, one suggestion I'd like to make, there's something called, and you can probably see it online, or you can get it at a drugstore. And if they don't have it at a drugstore, tell them to order it for you. You'll have it the next day from the warehouse. It's called Amends, A-M-M-A-N-D-S or A-M-M-E-N-D-S powder. And get the original. Don't get the treated. Get the original almonds powder and apply it twice a day, once in the morning and once at night before you go to bed. Very thin coat. It's a fine powder. And
So you said A-double-M as in Mary, O-N-D-S?
A-M-M-A-N-D-S or A-M-M-E-N-D-S. You'll have to look it up, hon. I don't know.
It's okay. I just wanted to make sure to get as close as possible.
Sure. And it comes in a white plastic tube. I've heard of people having amazing results ever since I started recommending that for about 35, 40 years ago. And but it may help and it may not help, but it may help. In any case, and see if that doesn't take care of the rash reaction that you're having, because it's a reaction, as you know, and it's not a cause of anything. That's what rashes are, reactions, in my perception. I know nothing medically. And I don't diagnose, I don't prescribe, and I don't tell anyone healed. I let people tell me what's happened with them since. Okay. So you might want to try that. But in the meantime, let me work with you. You might feel a heat. Not that you have to, not everyone needs to. Okay. And did you notice anything happening, hon? And it's okay if you didn't.
I'm not feeling
I'm sorry?
I'm just trying to, because I would be feeling, I'm feeling like the tingling on the body, like neuropathy energy from like the back on up to the neck area.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm feeling the energy on the head area.
Okay. And also what's happening, I just realized as well, that there's a lot of stored energy within you. And it's almost, it's pent up within you. And there's more cool things to I don't know how to, not strenuous exercises, but doing other kind of things in life that are more joyful, which I think that's important for you. And that will release, and it changes the mind, and also affects the neurology and the, bless you, and also the heat pent up in your body. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I've been doing, I don't know, block therapy.
What? I'm sorry, what therapy?
Block therapy. It's where you're using a block, kind of like what is that other, like melt, M-E-L-T, where you're using balls and a tube where you're hitting the fascia to reduce the stuck fascia, stuck energy in the body. So
Good,
you're using a block instead.
good. And when did you start that?
I started last year. I was inconsistent, but you know, when I was able to, because I thought I had,
What?
yeah, I thought I was gonna die in April, truly. So once my energy and strength was up, I just started back again 2 months ago, and so been periodically, you know, doing it 3 times.
Yeah, don't do it periodically. Do it. Just do it, not periodically.
Okay.
All right? That's what we're talking about. Get it going, get that new stimulation in there. And that helps to release the pent-up pressures in the tissue and everything else. Capiche?
Yes, senor.
All right, that means I love Starbucks in Swahili. All right.
I'll have to take your word for that. And also, because Cindy had an issue registering, so she's here with me. So
I'm sorry, Sydney had an issue of what? I can't hear you, I'm sorry.
with registering for the class.
So she's here with, we're sharing the same monitor.
Okay, there, I can hear you really clear now. All right. Registering for a class.
No, she just, for this class, this moment right now, she had a hard time. It won't allow, every time she clicked on the Zoom link, it would just crash. So she's here with me.
Okay, good. Is there anything, Sydney, real briefly, that I can work with in your body?
Tag, your turn. Hi, how are you?
Well, thank you. Good to hear from you.
Yes, I have. I've been struggling
Go ahead.
quite a lot with I have brain issues, I think, memory. I don't know even how to describe it to you. So it's like short-term memory. I don't know. I personally feel like it's been going on for so long. It's hormonal. I don't know what it is.
It's not hormonal. It's not hormonal.
I'm just really frustrated to the point where.
All right.
It's going on for so long that I'm just frustrated. That's just putting it mildly. But
in my life, I have no memory. I don't know if you heard me at the very beginning. I've learned to enjoy it. Honest to God. And through enjoying it, I can have a good time with it. And if there's anything that I really need to know, someone's going to remind me. Otherwise, I'm going to have fun with it. And the more serious I take it, the more dramatic and traumatic it becomes. So I don't go there in my life. And this way, it's not going to get worse faster. It can't get worse now. So, because it's at the pits now. And so that's fine. And I enjoy it. Then I'm not resisting it. And with the resistance, it gets exacerbated. It grows. So, and there's a lot of resistance in what you're expressing. So the idea is to wonder about that. This is cool. I wonder where this is going to take me, and or go on to the next thing. Another thing that an exercise I use, if there's something that, say if I was upstairs and I went downstairs to do something, by the time I get downstairs, it's out of my head and I don't know. And I would say, okay, what was I supposed to do here? And so I know that I have to go upstairs again to where I was. And the memory is still in the atmosphere there upstairs, and I'll remember and go back down to do it. And so that's a trick you can use as well.
And I've done that. I hear what you're saying, but my issue is I'm having a conversation with somebody.
Yes.
And the words are coming out, and then within seconds,
it leaves you.
they have to repeat it. I'm like, I just totally, I don't know. I don't know how to express,
So
Yes.
Mark, I'm going to interject here
Okay,
because
I
I have
can't
to
get
deal
into a
with
whole
this.
session about this.
Yeah,
because
so I
we
have
don't
to
have time.
interject because I have to deal with it. If
Because
I
we're
ask
running
her a
late.
question,
Okay,
she winds
so-
up then responding completely
Okay.
different than what was asked.
All right, okay. I understand, I totally do, and I've been there too. So let me ask a blessing on you, if you don't mind, and see how that affects you, okay?
Okay.
All right, all I want you to do is close your eyes, because you don't know anything that's going to be happening.
Okay.
And no fidgeting, no nothing. And the main message was not to worry. Don't be afraid. And allow whatever's going to happen to flourish now. That's all I have to say.
Very
All
much.
right.
Thank you so
Steve,
much.
my honor.
Thank you.
Steve, talk to me, my friend. Anything in particular?
Yeah.
Then we'll get to The Apprentice.
This should be pretty easy for you
Yeah,
though. The weather change over here,
Yes.
the 70 degrees dropping down to 40 is
Yes.
just knocking me off my butt. I'm having some major issues with my chest right now where
Okay.
I'm coughing. So obviously, because of what I do for a living, everybody's a little freaked out because
Right. And believe me, or excuse me, I'm not going to say believe me. I shouldn't say that. Try to understand, in my perception now, it has nothing to do with COVID.
And I don't think it is at all. I honestly,
Okay,
because
good.
this is
Okay.
basic. This happens every year. This is the same thing every single year to me. But
Okay.
so literally, I feel it in here. So if I take a deep
Yes.
breath, then I cough. But
Okay.
other than that, I feel
Good.
good.
And drink a heck of a lot of water. And water's cleansing, it's healing, it breaks substances down, it rejuvenates, it regenerates, all kinds of stuff. So
Sure.
water is good. And so, and the body needs it. It goes into the radiator system of the body, like a
Okay.
car. It makes everything run.
Not a
So
problem.
let me do something here. And if you should experience when you're laying down in bed or waking up in the morning that your body is sweaty or whatever, you had a fever that broke it.
Okay.
And it was needed. It was needed.
Okay.
All right,
Trust
good.
it.
You rock, my bro.
No, you rock. Trust me. Thank you.
All right. Apprentice real quick, and then Idira. And the Apprentice wanted me to work with a prayer for well-being. Okay, sure, my pleasure. You don't prophesize good. And that you're not a 501c3, that is because you're not for profit. That's hilarious. I love that. All right. She's one of the funniest people I know. So I don't have a 501c3 because I'm not for profit. Get it? No, in any case. All right, now let me work with well-being. Perfect. All right. All right. Idira, please, my dear, tell me something.
Well, Spirit has just led me to ask for a blessing.
Gladly. I'd be honored. Yeah, the little log jams are going to break through in your life. And that's.
I was literally given an image of like liberation.
Yes.
And finding something that I've been searching for a very long time.
Going to break through, and it'll be gentle because your life is gentle.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
My honor. Armando, my friend, talk to me. Tell me one thing here, please.
My lungs, Mark, got me having a lot of shortness of breath, and like I feel like needles poking my lungs. And remember when we talked, I told you about the, yeah, a lot of shortness of breath.
And everyone, please remember, these are just quickie healings. And yeah, there's also a regeneration of the lining around your lungs that's happening. That's why you're sensing all this stuff. And so it's the lining that was damaged, and there's a regeneration that's gently happening. And so let's see. Good deal. All righty. All righty. And fix the smoke detector. So
yeah, it's really annoying, man. I feel like taking it off.
yeah, get a ladder, put a different battery in it. So
yes, Mark.
It'll disturb you from your sleep and everything else and drive you crazy inside. So you don't want that.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like falling asleep and I cheer and
yeah, I know.
It scares me.
All right, now let me see here. Lynn, please, is there anything with you? Love blessing too, so I can work on my arm more. Yes. really important also to know yourself, to take on the authority of yourself, whatever that means. I don't know. And be strong. All right, my dear. Let's see here. My pleasure, Lynn. My pleasure. All right. Was there anyone else? Christina, how you doing, hon? Before we go.
I'm doing okay. I usually feel it the next day, so
Yes.
I trust that it's happening.
No problem. Ruth, please.
Better. Thank you.
My honor. And remember, it's never the end of the story for anyone. Lindsay, how you doing, hon? Can't hear you. Do you have a volume that you can turn on?
Oh, there it is. It was muted. I mean, I don't feel the problem. I just
Good.
know what they told me, but I will get spring water for
Please,
sure.
and let me know. And watch it turn into life in your body,
Like I'm healing.
And the kidneys are, watch them. It'll be a developmental thing. Watch the kidneys develop and functioning in your body the way they should be. And don't bring in any of the disaster stuff that kidney disease tells you about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Idira, please tell me how you're doing, hon.
Blessed.
You're awesome. Rose.
Oh, I'm relieved to know that it's about the chocolate. Do you have any tips of how to not hunker for the chocolate?
How to what?
How to not crave the chocolate?
The body needs, it just came to me, the body needs progesterone, which chocolate carries.
Really?
Or whatever it's called. I think it's called that. So.
Well, dark
All right.
chocolate's healthy.
Yes,
chocolate.
yes. Sushien, talk to me, my dear. You doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing
Awesome.
good.
Awesome, my dear. All righty. Hey, everyone. Let's see. And Lynn, Armando, do you notice any differences there?
Not yet, Mark.
That's fine. That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
We actually have an appointment tomorrow.
Yes. Yes. Marie, how you doing, hon?
Doing well. Thank you.
Good. Yvette and Cindy? Ooh, we're running late. Ooh. Yvette and Cindy, how you doing? Pretty good?
Yeah, good, thank you.
All right, excellent. And please remember, it's not the end of the story. Everyone, we've gone way over, and I apologize for that. See you tomorrow night at the gathering. If there's any questions you have, please write them out under Lynn's post on Facebook or email them to mark@ehrlichs.com. Any questions pertaining to healing or spirituality, I will do my darndest to answer them from within myself. Blessings to everyone, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
And please keep me updated how everything is going. I would appreciate that. Bye.
Thank you, Mark.
Bye.